A former healthcare executive spilled the beans on how the industry puts out misinformation about Medicare for all. So this is going to be, I'm going to show you a Twitter thread here. Wendell Potter is the guy. He is a former VP of Cigna, an insurance company. And he put out this thread breaking down exactly how they have, when he was back doing that work, how they created this narrative about choice when it came to healthcare and pushing back against Medicare for all. So look at this. So Potter tweets out, lately I've noticed some Democratic politicians defending the current healthcare system by saying it preserves choice for Americans. As a former health insurance executive who helped draft this talking point, I need to come clean on its backstory and why it's wrong and a trap. When I worked in the insurance industry, we were instructed to talk about choice based on focus groups and people like Frank Luntz, who wrote the book on how the GOP should communicate with Americans. I used it all the time as an industry flack. Let me just zoom in here. Industry flack. But there was a problem. As a health insurance PR guy, we knew one of the huge vulnerabilities of the current system was lack of choice. In the current system, you can't pick your own doctor, specialist, or hospital without huge out-of-network bills. So we set out to muddy the issue of choice. As industry insiders, we knew most Americans have very little choice of their plan. Your company chooses an insurance provider, and you get to pick from a few different plans offered by that one insurer, usually either a high deductible plan or a highly deductible plan. Another problem insurers like mine had on the choice issue, people with employer-based plans have very little choice to keep it. You can lose it if your company changes it, or you change jobs, or turn 26, or many other ways. This is a problem for defenders of the status quo. Knowing we were losing the choice argument, my pals in the insurance industry spent millions on lobbying, ads, and spin doctors, all designed to gaslight Americans into thinking that reforming the status quo would somehow give them less choice. An industry front group launched a campaign to achieve this very purpose. Its name, My Care, My Choice. Its job, trick Americans into thinking they currently can choose any plan they want, and that their plan allows them to see any doctor. They've spent big in Iowa. So here's an example of one of those ads. This is actually something you should send around to your friends and family, especially, your parents, grandparents who are on Facebook. They may see ads like this and be anti-Medicare for all because of it. Inform them on how this was completely concocted behind the scenes to misinform people. He goes on, this isn't the only time the industry made choice a big talking point in its scheme to fight health reform. Soon after Obamacare was passed, it created a front group called the Choice and Competition Coalition to scare states away from creating exchanges with better plans. The difference is, this time, Democrats are the ones parroting the misleading choice talking point, and they're even using it as a weapon against each other. Back in my insurance PR days, this would have stunned me. I bet my old colleagues are thrilled and celebrating. The truth, of course, is you have little choice in healthcare now. Most can't keep their plan as long as they want or visit any doctor or hospital. Some reforms, like Medicare for All, would let you. In other words, Medicare for All actually offers more choice than the status quo. So if a politician tells you they oppose reforming the current healthcare system because they want to preserve choice, either they don't know what they're talking about or they're willfully ignoring the truth. I assure you, the insurance industry is delighted either way. This is how people are being manipulated. So, look, I mention this a lot because not everybody sees all my videos, but I live in Canada. I live under a single payer system. It's fantastic. I never think about healthcare until I need it. So when I need it, say I wake up, I don't feel well, I call my doctor, I make a same day appointment, I see my doctor that day. If she's not available or whatever, I can go to any walk-in clinic. Again, we're on a single payer system. I can go anywhere. Go to any walk-in clinic, see any doctor in that walk-in clinic, get a checkup, get prescribed something, leave. That's it. No paperwork, nothing. I just have a health card. Walk in, here's my health card. They know who I am. Get health care, leave. And I had surgery once. Again, maybe one piece of paperwork for that. It's scheduled ahead of time. I go on surgery day, get my surgery. come home, like that's it. There's nothing else. No talking to insurance companies. No, like there is so much time saved. I think that's what really needs to be communicated more often. That because healthcare would be universal and guaranteed to you, you don't have to think about it. It's a lot off your back, not just in terms of money, because you will be saving money. No out-of-pocket expenses, nothing. You'll be saving a ton of money. The only people paying more under a Medicare for All system are the extreme wealthy, people that can't afford to pay more. Everybody else paying way less under a universal system. So you don't just save money, you save time. It's freedom. Freedom of doctor, true freedom of doctor, freedom of provider, freedom of just complete freedom when it comes to healthcare. And freedom from your employer. Say you're in a job that you don't like, but you have great health insurance, so you don't want to leave that job. Well, under a universal system, under a single payer Medicare for All system, now you can. You can leave that job, maybe start a business, maybe hire people, and they have healthcare now already guaranteed to them through the existing single payer system. You don't have to guarantee it to them. They already have it. Endless benefits. You can go back to school. Say, hey, I don't like what I'm doing. I want to learn, more about whatever. Leave your job, go back to school. You still have healthcare. You and your family all have healthcare. Like, I don't even know. Americans, like a lot of you that watch my channel generally already know this. But that's why it's important to share this stuff around. Share these videos around to people who don't know this, who have just been misinformed by these industry talking points, by people that are looking to continue to make lots of money for themselves. That is there is no actual argument against a single payer system. All the arguments are manufactured in, dark rooms like Wendell Potter describes here, all ways to try and misinform people and pretend that, oh, in fact, no, there is choice. There's definitely choice when there isn't.